And welcome. If you're watching on YouTube, either live or on the replay, welcome. I'm going over to my iPad and over to Amazon Live. This is my regular broadcast on Amazon Live. Of course, today is a special day on Amazon Live. I'm just going to go preview and we should be able to go live there right away. So I've got a WinZip advert. The thing I hate about WinZip is all the adverts you get. Okay, this is Stephen in wonderful Wiltshire, England. It is, well, let's get this right, it is Monday, and according to my watch, it's 15:11. I'm a minute late. Put that down to the internet. So here we are again. Now, it is a very important today. Today is Cyber Monday, and we can talk about anything, but I just want to check something. So just give me a second, and I'm going to bring this on screen. And no, I don't have. Right, okay, let me hide that. I don't have any pictures to show you. Okay, so we've got the carousel down below. We're going to talk about the Elgato Stream Deck first, which is a Cyber Monday deal. It is 27% off. I'm going to put my glasses on. So thank you for watching. And it is $109.99, 27% off today. And I got one of these a couple of years ago, and it is basically, it saves you time and saves you money. The time we spend starting up applications, going to different web pages, switching tabs, don't need to do that anymore. If you've got an Elgato Stream Deck like this one, okay, I'm going to take off just a minute. So I can show you this, I need to do something here. Okay, so I'm going to, if I can get the cable, there it is. That is the Stream Deck, and it's down in the carousel. It's $109.99 today, 27% discount. I use this virtually every day. The thing is, I'm just going to try and switch it on, or perhaps not. Okay, but I've got a Stream Deck, very useful if you're a live broadcaster, or alternatively, if you have a lot of tabs out and use a lot of apps on your desktop. These buttons here can actually control exactly what you do. And I'm just going to try and see. Now, when it comes to a live demonstration, things don't always go right. If you're watching live, thank you. It is Cyber Monday, and we're talking about cyber deals. And the first one we're talking about is the Elgato Stream Deck down in the carousel. And basically, each of the buttons on the Stream Deck can either open a tab, start an app, or run a shortcut. And I wish I'd checked this out before we came live. Such is the way. Okay, anyway, something I can talk about is the next item in the carousel, which is another Cyber Monday deal, which is a TP-Link Deco. Now, we can't control the Wi-Fi that comes into our premises. What we can control is how that Wi-Fi is distributed throughout the premises. And that's where the TP-Link Deco comes in. Basically, what you've got is 3 units. One is the base unit, the other 2 are satellite units. And you take the base unit, you plug it in, and you connect it to a computer. And that becomes the control. Okay, now as soon as you switch it on, you have internet on your computer, and you can then take the second unit, go in another room, plug it in. The 2 units talk to each other, and you've now got 2 units, and you've got good Wi-Fi through 2 rooms now. And then you take the third unit, put that somewhere else in the building, that will connect automatically. You've got good Wi-Fi through 3 units. It's $99.99 today, 23% off. If you have any questions about the TP-Link Deco, then please do ask. I'm here to answer your questions. This is a free service from Amazon Live, and independent broadcasters, of which I am one, have been broadcasting on Amazon Live for the last 3 years, and we're here to help. We all have different expertise. My expertise is in live broadcasting. So you can ask me questions. You can ask me questions about cameras, webcams. You can ask me questions about microphones. You can ask me questions about green screens. In fact, anything to do with live broadcasting, including having decent Wi-Fi. The thing is that if you're live broadcasting, then you need to have a 10 megabit upload. Yeah. And that will allow you to produce a high resolution broadcast, certainly on YouTube. At the moment, we're broadcasting live on Amazon Live and on YouTube. Same signal is going to both, and I'm broadcasting at 720p because that is the resolution that was decided on. Okay, let's go back to my green screen. Green screen is in the carousel, and if you can imagine for a moment, just waiting for my screen to change, which it should do in a second. Imagine a German market behind me. We're having a German market today on Amazon Live. Everything that is in the Cyber Monday sale is at a special price. If you buy now, you're saving money, and you may not see the same price between now and Christmas. So you've got to take that into account. There are bargains to be had today, and I'm going to go through several. Now, today I've been out for 2 walks. It is pouring down with rain, but I had to go out, and I was wearing my Garmin. Now, my Garmin, if I go over here, is here. And I'm going to show you the Garmin because we're going to go through quite a few models. Now, all the models I'm going to show you are available on Amazon. They all do the same sort of thing. Basically, this is a watch, okay? But the thing it can do is it can count your steps. So as you're walking around the house or going out, it counts your steps, and then it sends those steps to Garmin. Garmin takes the information that's sent to it by the wrist device and it collates it. So I know how many steps I've done today, how many steps I've done this week, how many steps I've done this month. In fact, we're celebrating today, and I'm going to tell you why we're celebrating. If I go here, and I'm going to share with you just a minute. This might work. Just let me try something. And it says it's connected. And mirror to PC. I'm just using my phone and setting this up. Okay, and I should have my mobile screen here in a minute. Okay, and we have a link, and I just need to go here. Okay, and I go back. Right, I'm going to share screen. Okay, so let's go for it. Screen share. Okay, it will take a second or two. I'm going to share a window, and it is my Ultra. Share, and I'm going to bring it on screen. So this is my mobile phone, and what we're going to do is I'm just going to hide one or two things because they're not relevant to what we're doing now, and take that off solo, and I'm going to hide that as well. So now what you've got, if I make it this way and I go here, right, we're set up now. This is a program called Connect, and it is, if you've got the Garmin, okay, then the Garmin Connect program is free to download. Let's see if I can guess better. It's free for you to download. And basically, as I said, what it does is that this counts your steps. But that's just the beginning. Okay. As you can see, and we are looking at my mobile app at the moment on my mobile phone, and it's next to me on the screen, and this is a live demonstration And this is my data. This is today's data. So I've been out twice today. I've done 1.5 miles and I've done 1.01 miles. Right. This is when I did the 1.51 miles. And you can see that when I went out, I actually get a map of where I've been. It tells me basically I went out and that's the route I took into town, and it's got me going out and coming back. It tells me how far I went, 1.51 miles, and my heart rate was 99. And I wasn't walking too fast because I was going in and out of shops. It measures your speed. Now, normally when I'm doing a park run, that can be 14, 15 minutes a mile. So, and then I was out for 41 minutes 42. So it tells you how long you've been exercising for, and it tells you the calories burned. Okay, if I go here, then you can see that it has got, I'm going to put my glasses on so I can read it along with you. This is the free app that comes with every Garmin that's down in the carousel. And we're talking about the Forerunner, we're talking about the Vivo Active, we're talking about 2 Vivo Actives, and then the Instinct, and I think there's another one as well. Anyway, those, you've got 3 Garmins together in the carousel. They all have that app there. Okay, so my best pace was 11 minutes 14 and my maximum speed was 5.3 miles an hour. Remember, it was raining. My total time, we're going down, timing 41 minutes, moving for 31 of those, and elapsed time 41:42. I ran for all of 15 seconds, and my average heart rate was 99, and my maximum heart rate was 112. I did good exercise because I did a 1.2 aerobic exercise. It shows me the power, my cadence, ascent up and down, and my run pace overall. And if we go to the previous one, I was out with Angelica on that one, and my stats, I am faster on that, and that's it. So what you get is the map. Okay, that was our first walk out this morning. That was into town, and it tells you what the temperature was, and it tells you how far you went, 1.01 miles. Heart rate was 88, and hang on, I can just a minute. Just let me make an alteration because I wasn't going to do this at the beginning, but given that we've got so many, that's it. All I've done is I've put my phone on a stand, and my phone is now on a stand, so I don't have to look up now. I can just look to one side. Might improve the aesthetics. Okay, so oh wait a minute, just a second. That's better. So I can look at this now, and it looks normal now. Okay. Thing about live broadcasting, nothing ever runs perfectly, but we are getting to grips with it. We've now got the Garmin Connect program, which is free when you buy a Garmin. And I'm going through my exercise today. You know that this is live. This is what I did today. Okay. I can add to that a photo, and I've got the stats, which show me how far I went and what speed I was doing. I've got the laps. So the first mile I did in 22:37, and the second lap was only a couple of paces. And then the charts. This is the information you get every time you go and do a walk. So you've got your average pace in blue, and the higher it goes, the lower your pace. Okay, so I was varying between 16 minutes, and then my heart rate. Now my heart rate is low. Okay, I know it is low. Yours will be higher. It's a consequence of being my age and taking heart tablets. Then we've got the training effect. So this was positive. Now, if you go out of the house and go shopping, if you go shopping with your Garmin on, then it will count the steps. It will give you a map. It will do a whole thing. It will do it for you. But if you're just walking about window shopping, or shopping, then you're not going to go at any speed. There's going to be little benefit, because what you're trying to do by going out for exercise is push yourself so that you go faster than the average 3 miles an hour, and you benefit your heart and your body. Okay, that's what you want to improve. You want to improve your heart rate and you want to improve your exercise. That's what the Garmin will do for you, because it's great motivation. Because when you can see what you're doing and the results it's having, then it's a lot better. And I'm going to, because I'm going to show you, whilst we're here, we may as well look around where we are. So I live not too far from here. Okay, I'm in England, in Wiltshire in England, and behind me, of course, is Stonehenge. Now going down, you've got the elevation. So I went down and then I went up and up and up. And my power, whilst I was doing that, so let me go there. There's my map. And if I go here, just a minute. I'm trying to do this left-handed. It's not working. Charts. Okay, my heart rate and all the training effects are all there. And then the charts, all the information you need to actually know how well you're doing is there. And it all comes from just wearing a Garmin. If you wear a Garmin, this information is free. And that's why, whether it's the Vivo Active, the 4 and the 55, or the Instinct, all do similar things. Now, if you look on Amazon, you click the link. If you click the link, doesn't cost you a penny. But if you click the link, then you'll get more information. You get the total tech specs of all 4 Garmins. This is mine. This is the Garmin 255. Okay, which I've had for a year now, and it's totally changed everything, because I now know when I'm exercising, I didn't get out of zone 1 that time. The amount of information that the Garmin can give you is incredible. And if I go here, I'm switching something over. Okay, so I've switched over and I can come back to here. Now we've switched to a second program now. This is Strava, and Strava takes the information from Garmin and it does more with it. So this is the start of a journey, literally when going out the door, and this is the start of a journey as far as the information available to you is concerned. This is a map of where I went. Okay, and if I click this button, you will see how fast I was going. So, leave the house. Basically, I'm heading into town, getting to town, and then I'm going to stop for a second or two. I'm in the bank, and then I came back and I went in a shop, out the shop, and back home. And you can see my pace varying. Okay, so the first thing I get is the map. The next thing I get, if I zap out of that, is the distance I went, which is, I was waiting 1.5 miles. It took, average pace was 20 minutes 25. Now, average walking pace is 23 minutes, just as a guide. If you walk a mile and you're only sauntering, window shopping, you do 23 minutes. This is 20 minutes a mile. I was moving for 30 minutes 55. My elevation was 30 feet. I burned 179 calories, and my heart rate average was 100. And here it says, a rainy 1.5 mile run with steady pace in recovery zones. Consistent 7-day streak continues despite challenging weather conditions. So Strava, which is now, which is fed off this, basically has AI built in. It's an additional subscription, an annual subscription, but it brings this to life. Because what you actually got on Strava is you've got people to coach you. if you were supposing that you were going to go and do a marathon, you want to train for it, Garmin will do that. Garmin will give you a training plan to go from where you are now to running a marathon. And it will track you all the way through. It will count your steps. It will watch your heart. It will watch everything. So today, even Garmin knows it was a rainy 1.5 mile run with steady pace in recovery zones. So I've got the Garmin 255, and it says, this is the thing, it says I've done that route 98 times. So if I go here, you can see that I've been doing that route. If we scroll down, sorry about the scrolling, I will stop in a second. The first time I did that route was in November 22. Okay, that's when I was that's when I got Strava. I've been with Strava since the 2nd November 2022. And if I go out and go in again, there's my pace today, 20 minutes 25. I've been down to 18:52 going into town. So those are matched runs. So I know every run I've done. Since I got the Garmin in 2022, all that information is available to me. And just so you know, just let me put this up. And yeah, I don't need to, do I? No. Okay, we're good. Don't worry about it. If you've got any questions about walking, running, jogging, and jeffing, then please do ask. Angelica and I take part in a park run. And just let me find it for you. Okay. I am, just my background, I am a park runner. Behind me is a park run. And what we're actually talking about, if I can drag this out, nope, I know it's somewhere under here, is we're talking about park runs. Okay, now the majority of people, park run is a free to join weekly event on a Saturday at 9 o'clock. There are 1,300 every Saturday in the UK. 400,000 people a week take part, and the majority of them are wearing a Garmin, which is why I introduced it. Now, there is a new park run at Brooklyn Bridge. There are an increasing number of park runs in the States. It's free to enter. It is a marshaled and a timed event, so you get a time at the end of it. You get looked after by marshals who are volunteers, and the whole system just works. And just to repeat, 400,000 people every week do a park run. Okay. And I use my Garmin to actually measure the park run. And I'm just going to put it back on. I feel naked without it on. So I'm going to put it back on. Now you'll find several Garmins down in the carousel. If you click on any of them, you'll get more information and you'll be able to contrast and compare the functions of each. But the functions I'm showing you at the moment are common to all of them. And it's just a wonderful world. The thing is that if you go to a park run on a Saturday, you're networking, you're meeting people. You meet people younger than you, older than you, and people of the same age. People in a park run age from 14 to 94, literally. Yeah. So most park runs 100 to 200 people. Some park runs up to 800 people. Yeah. And it is a great way to start your weekend. So do get involved. Just search park run on Google, and it will bring you your nearest park run. The only thing you need to do is go to parkrun.org and get a barcode. And that's your passport. That's your passport to running worldwide. We've obviously done park runs in England. We've done park runs in Germany, in Holland, and in Australia, all because we have the barcode. What happens is you go to the start, you run for 5 kilometers, 3.1 miles. The end of that, you've got a finish funnel, and you get scanned. You get a token. That token gives you your time, so you can actually compare this week's time to last week's time to last year's time. It's not a race. Everybody's welcome. Whether you run, walk, jog or Jeff. Okay, Jeffing 15 seconds running, 30 seconds walking, 15 seconds running, 30 seconds walking, and we can all run for 15 seconds. Yeah. And the thing is that if you run 15 seconds and walk for 30, you're actually walking faster than if you were trying to run 45 seconds. If that makes sense. It's counterintuitive, I know. Yeah. Is it faster to run 15 seconds and walk for 30, or is it faster to run 45 seconds? Well, the thing is that the 45 seconds add up. Yeah. Whereas 15:30 is always going to be 15:30. You can just forget the rest. Just a 15 seconds running, 30 seconds walking. That's it. Okay, so we're talking about the Garmin's in the carousel at the bottom. As you can see, I make great use of them. Also, if you want to know more about running, down in the carousel now is Jeff Galloway's book about 5 and 10K running. Now, Jeff Galloway is the guy who introduced the 15:30. Yeah, he is a USA athlete, and he's trained tens of thousands of people around the globe to run. Whether you can run or not, Jeff can get you moving, and he can get you to do a 5K, get you to do a 10K. That book is all about the training program, and if you're looking for something as a stocking filler to give to people to encourage them, if you read the book, you find that it's exciting, and it's networking, it's meeting people in your local area. There are, once you get into this, you've got Parkrun is free and voluntary. Yeah. You've got park runs you can join nationally and internationally, where you pay a fee to be looked after on the day, and you can literally run. Once you can do 5K, then you can literally run a 5K anywhere in the world. It's just an incredible ecosystem. The running ecosystem is such a friendly place. And the people behind me, well, if I go over here, you can see, just to prove that, the guy in orange on the left-hand side of the 3 in orange is me. Yeah. So this is me at my local park run, which is Quakers Walk in Devizes, about 93 miles from London. And this is me setting off walking. And the lady who's wearing the blue jacket is a volunteer. And it's her job to walk around the circuit and to keep people company, to make sure everybody's okay, to make sure we all go the right way. And she's a volunteer. And every Saturday, or most Saturdays, she will turn up at the course with it and go and get a jacket. It turns up about 20 to 9, goes and gets the jacket. She knows a lot of people. She knows the rest of the team. It's all run by a team. There are a team of about 30 people at Quakers Walk, and they've all become firm friends since it started. And we just love going there. And Gareth and I go there on a Saturday morning. I've got the phone. Just a minute. I can do this now because I've got the phone, and I can just do a search. So your question is, your starter for 10. Okay, let's do this. This is Quakers Walk Park Run. This was on Saturday. This was last Saturday. And you can see people setting off walking, and then the gentleman from Devizes Fit running. And you can see, as we go down, there are puddles on the course. And of course, the real park runners will just run through the puddles. And Angelica and I do that. And there you are, people at Park Run this weekend. There's an official photographer. His job is to take photographs whilst you're running around. And you dress as you want. You can either dress, you can have your jacket on, or you can just have short sleeves on. That's the finish funnel I talked about earlier. That's people actually finishing. You can, some courses, take a dog, and those are the volunteers who are actually looking after everybody. And that dog, if I can get there, that dog is having a whale of a time. And so is his owner. Yeah, that's what it's like when it rains in England. It rains, and that is a park run. These are photographs from last weekend. Official photographer takes the photographs, and I just want to find How muddy does it get at a park run? If you enjoy mud, then this is the place to be. Just let me go back a minute. I just want to go down, and I'm going to go to first set of photographs. So people meet up, and that you get an introduction as to what the course is. There's part of the course, and then as we come up, you can see that that corner is very muddy. Yeah, and you just run through it, you forget it, and there is water all around the course. And 200 people did this last weekend, and they just run and run and run. And dinosaurs can do it too. And there are walkers and runners. Right now, the guy there, he ran, this is true, he ran the 3 miles in 17 minutes. 3 miles in 17 minutes. Incredible. And as you can see, he ran through the water. Okay, getting towards the finish with the marshals, and it was muddy. Now, Angelica and I are hoping this Saturday coming it's not going to be as muddy. And there we have it. So, literally, as quick as walk, park, run. Literally, if you want a new hobby, get Jeff Galloway's book, which is down in the carousel now, and just go for it. It's a great gift. It's a great stocking filler. And in terms of the Garmin's, you've got the Garmin Instinct is $299.99. The Garmin Vivo Active is on $89.47, and there are two of those. And then the Garmin Forerunner is $149. So you can pick your Garmin, and therefore you pick your price. Right, okay. I didn't get a chance to show you everything today, but we actually, hopefully, I've helped you. I'm going to stop sharing that, which will bring it back to me. That worked well. I think I'll do that again. Okay, this has been Stephen from wonderful Wiltshire, England. I want to thank you for spending some time with me today. Enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy shopping on Amazon. I'm back again next Tuesday. To everybody who's joined me, big thank you. Take care. And, you've been watching. I better do the introduction. Just a second. Welcome to the show. Lights, camera, action. I can get rid of that now. And we have been live from Wiltshire in England. Again, thank you. Take care, and I look forward to seeing you all again soon. From me and Park Run and from the Garmin. Bye for now.